Greetings, Greenwich here. Now, whether you are upgrading your satchel at camp with Pearson or unlocking clothing sets from the trapper, at some point you are going to have to hunt animals for perfect pelts. In this video, I will show you all the tips and tricks that I use to complete these tasks, and hopefully they'll help you out. The absolute number one thing you need to do is to study every animal that you come across. More than likely, you're going to have to hunt it later in a side quest or something like that, so it's best to have it already added to your compendium as soon as you see it. The main reason for this is once the animal is added to the compendium, you'll be able to tell the quality of the animal just by looking at it through the scope or the binoculars. The second most important reason to do this is because once you've added it to the compendium, it'll tell you exactly what weapon and ammo that you'll need to get a clean kill. And you have to get a clean kill to get a perfect pelt. It's absolutely essential. And a clean kill is a headshot or a shot through the heart. One shot. That's all you can do. And finally, whenever you add an animal to the compendium, it will tell you general area that's normally located in case you have to come back to hunt this in case, say like you were on a mission and you see an animal but you can't hunt it right at that time. You'll be able to come back later. If you add it to the compendium, you'll know exactly where it's at. So it's a big help, and it's one of the things that you really need in the game. Alright, so the first thing we're going to talk about is bow hunting, because this is a pretty big part of this game. So you can hunt the majority of these animals with a bow, but if you do, you will have to craft different types of arrows depending on what the compendium says to use for a clean kill for whichever animal that you're hunting. And you are going to have to be a lot more stealthy and much more closer to your prey than you would using a rifle. One of the main problems with using the bow is how fast the stamina drains while using it. I strongly recommend finding all of the dream catchers and then getting the ancient arrowhead from the cave. This arrowhead will decrease the drain on stamina while using the bow. It's a big help to you if you use the bow or plan to use the bow a lot. It's really important. It does help out quite a bit. And another thing you're going to want to do if you're using the bow is keep a constant amount of cover scent lotion. It'll help a great deal while hunting. It's just one of those things you need. Now, small game arrows are a blunt force weapon that are used to kill the smallest of game without damaging the pelt. But it's one of those, the closer you are, the better they work weapons. And if you have to use two, you've ruined the pelt. So this is going to be used for killing things like snakes, squirrels, the smallest of games, little birds, stuff like that. That's what you want to use small game arrows for, and it's the only weapon that'll work for that type of arrow, for that type of animal. So you're gonna have to craft them. Now, poison arrows, I am no fan of. They're just, even though this is a game, it still seems inhumane. You know what I'm saying? It's just not a good weapon because, you know, I take this shot, it hits the animal, and then the animal takes off. And then he's going to go running until the poison takes effect, and then you're going to go chase him down. And to me, that's already more than I want to deal with. And then once you get up to the animal, he's still alive, and you've got to do a mercy kill. Because, you know, he's poisoned. He's not dying. I mean, he's dying. He's not dead. So now you got to come up, use your knife, and kill the animal. And I could have done this with the lasso. I just could have rode up to him, and threw the lasso around his neck, jumped off, and stabbed him. I didn't even need to use the poison arrow. So to me, poison arrows are really not worth anything. Now, improved arrows are really awesome, and they're used for taking down the biggest of game. It's another arrow that you're going to craft, but right here, one shot, one kill, biggest game right here, no problems. Just like that. Takes that shot, drops him instantly. No fuss, no muss, no mercy killing. All you have to do now is call the horse in, and then go over there and skin the animal. This is the way it's put done. So, I don't use the poison arrows, they're just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem humane or right to use them. So, I know it's just a game, but still, it's just, this seems more effective. And works a lot better. Now, the Varmint Rifle is a weapon that you're definitely going to need for some game. And it's a really cool weapon just to have. Now, you're going to use this for all of your moderately small animals, such as skunks, rabbits, the iguanas, stuff like that, all the little tiny critters. And another thing about this, the closer you are with this weapon, the better it works. It's limited by its range, but it is a really good weapon. Even just for fighting and stuff like that, it's a great weapon. But for a hunting weapon, it's very accurate and one of my favorites to use in the game. And One of the other larger animals that you're going to have to use this on is the beaver. For some reason this is a larger animal, but you have to use the Varmint Rifle to get a clean kill. So keep that in mind while you're out hunting this. Don't use a big rifle or you'll ruin the pelt. And now we'll talk about rifles. Now, whichever one you use, they're all good. They each have their own pros and cons. I prefer the Springfield and the rolling block for my two weapons, but whichever one, it really doesn't matter. Now, the split shot ammo is something I strongly recommend that you use. It increases damage slightly and reduces dead eye drain, and it's a big help. And it's real easy to make. All you have to do is just sit at camp, just hold down the X button while you're sitting there, and you'll just make a whole bunch of it. You can't carry as much as you can with the normal ammo, but it makes up for it being able to increase the damage and have the dead eye unit reduced. Now, one thing you're going to really want to do with your weapons is you want to learn how to use them. It sounds kind of, jinky, but it's true, because these are older type weapons, and like the scope, I find, has problems with it. It's kind of like a Coke bottle kind of deal. It has distortions in it, so it's not really as accurate as most of the other scopes in other games. So you're really going to want to practice, especially with if you're going to use long scopes. Now, one of the most common animals in the game are deer, and you can find a bunch of 3-star ones all over the place. So practice with those before you start getting into other animals that you really need and messing those up. So this will help out a lot just to practice. It's what I did to start off with, is hunted deer for a while, and it helps out. It's really a big help if you practice with the weapons before you go out and try to do something, because if you mess up a pelt that you really need, it's gonna really bum you out, and it's kind of annoying. So like I said, practice makes perfect. Now, this game rewards patience, and to get clean kills you are going to really need to be patient, because if you rush it, you're just going to make yourself mad. If you wound the animal, that's going to make you mad. So what you really want to do is try to get onto the profile side of the animal, because it makes a better target. And then you want to take your time and wait for the animal to present itself with the best possible shot. It seems like it's going to take a long time, and sometimes it will, but it's worth it if you wait. So just wait for that perfect moment and you'll get it. Now, something else that'll help you out a lot with this is hunting the legendary buck before you do any of these animals. If you hunt the legendary buck, you can get a talisman from the guy over there at the little thing, the fence, and that talisman will give you a better chance of getting a perfect pelt. Now, it's not foolproof, but it is a good chance, and it is a big help. Now, this trick right here, the whistle trick, is the best way to do this. Now, you definitely want to be on the profile side of the animal, and then you hit the call button, which is square, and it makes the animal pick their head up. And then with dead eye, you got a knockout punch is just unbeatable. It's a perfect combination and works all the time. It's a really good way to do this, and you will have to do it in the Master Hunter Challenge, so it's a good idea to go ahead and learn how to do it and add it to your hunting type stuff. And this works really well if, say, the animal that you're hunting is in high grass or dense underbrush like this is. So you just use the call. You can get the animal to move to say if you want to get to a better position, or if you're not in the spot to where you can get a good shot. And you always want to have cover scent on, because of other animals like predators and stuff that you might be hunting you while you're hunting some other animals. So keep that in mind. Something's always hunting something else. So once you get this animal into a position where you can get a better shot, then just do the call trick again. He'll pick his head up, and then once he does, you can take the shot. And just like that, got him. And you got a 3-star elk. And this trick is one of those things that works in real life. It's something I've actually used while hunting rabbits. So this is a real trick. This really works, and it helps out a lot. You're definitely going to want to use it for some of the bigger game. Now, hunting with bait is kind of a, I don't know, it's kind of one of those things that it's up to your personal preference. I find that the bait is worthless. Now, regardless of which bait you use, whether it's the predator or the herbivore, whatever you're doing, it seems to only bring in the most common animals that you're going to find. So if you're using a predator bait, it's either going to be coyotes or wolves, and if it's a herbivore bait, it's most likely going to be deer. So unless you're hunting just those animals, I really don't find any use for the bait. I've had better luck just actually going out and stalking the animal than using bait. So it's a personal choice. I prefer not to use it. and to me it just seems like a waste of money. But you can use it for practice and stuff like that. It works pretty good. But other than that, I don't really like it. Now, one of the good things you need to do is hunt off the beaten path. Most of the animals that you're going to find are going to be 3 stars aren't going to be along the trails. You will find some that are there, but the majority of them are going to be in weird places off to the side, big wide open spaces, in yards and stuff like that. And when I hunt from one trapper location to another trapper location, and pretty much hunt all the 3-star animals in between those 2 locations. So go into yards, farms, stuff like that. As long as you're not getting shot at, it doesn't really matter. Another thing is when you're hunting on trails and stuff like that, there's a good chance that you're going to have somebody show up, one of the NPCs, that's going to ruin your shot, chase the animal off, or if you do shoot too close to one of them, they get all crazy and run off and want to report a public incident or whatever it is that they're going to do. So that causes all that craziness. So all in all, just hunt in the rare, crazy places off into the sides, and you should do pretty good. Alright, well, this is Grey Witch. I hope this video and all these tips have helped you out, and I will see you next time. Peace!
Gotcha, bitch!